everybody, this is Michael out in Maui, aloha. So today I want to talk about your arm when you putt the disc. When you're putting, a lot of times, we'll come down with the arm down here straight, and then you'll come up with it all the way out here straight, and then try to throw the disc. I find sometimes when you get your arm too straight, it's too hard to fire the fingers on the putt, and a lot of times you either release the disc and your fingers are still pointing to the left, or sometimes you'll pull the disc and you'll end up throwing it to the top right of the basket. But most of it is, you're kind of here, your arm is straight as you come out, to release it. And like I said, because of the straight arm, you just don't fire your fingers all the way. So kind of just, like that. And my fingers are still facing over here. They're not straight. So I find it easier if you keep your arm bent. When you putt, when you come down here, keep the arm bent. So then when you come up to putt, it comes up here, but because it's bent, it allows your wrist to fire easier. You'll get a better snap on your disc if you have a little bit of a bend in your arm. If I'm here and I come down, little bend, and then as I come up and fire, I can get my fingers out in front easier with a bend in my arm. And it will putt harder also. When you come down, if you straighten your arm and you come out straight, you don't have anything on it to snap your wrist. Your arm is too far out front. So you need to keep your arm bent. When you come down, as you drive up, you want to lead with the disc. You want your disc to lead the putt. Don't have your arm lead the putt. You want your disc to lead the putt because you need the disc to snap to the front. My finger's going forward here. So if I think of my disc going first, it makes me think of snapping it to get it out front. So when you're putting, you come in arm bent. As you come back forward to putt, your arm stays bent. That'll allow your wrist to snap and give you some speed on your putt. But most of it, it's just, like I say, because the putt is just kind of like, like the throw, but by having that arm bent, it helps generate the snap. Like my arm stops there, but it generates the snap on my putt because my arm stops and it putts out like that. Just like that. And you'll notice a lot more speed on your putt. The faster you come up with your arm, the faster it's going to go. Slower. But you need it to be bent so you can, generate that snap. So it's just kind of like, if you're here, bend in the arm, you come down, and you make the putt, and your arm's still bent. You'll have way more power on your putt. So same thing, bend your arm. When you come down, lead with the disc. So you come down, you putt, and you can see my arm is still bent. I didn't straighten my arm. So you don't want your arm to go straight. So if you come down here straight, a lot of times when you come forward, you're just not going to have the snap on the putt. So I just recommend slight bend of the elbow. When you come down, keep it bent. And then as you come forward, the wrist leads the shot. Putt with the wrist first. And it comes out just like that. Just like that. And you'll have a slight bend in your arm on the putt. But you'll really notice a lot more speed on your putt, you know, by keeping that bend in your arm on the release of the disc. You know, I can snap, you know, I can go from here to the front way faster with a little bit of a bend in my arm, you know, than I can if I have a straight arm, you know, down here and I try to, you know, just reach. This is, you know, a lot slower. So anyways, I hope that describes on how the mechanics of the arm work to generate the speed on the snap of the disc on the putt. So you're here, come down, arm bent, lead with the disc, putt. So anyways, this is Michael from Maui. Aloha.